Okay, welcome to this video on the 2018 orthographic section B question 1. Alright, so a pictorial view of an airport terminal is shown, also a 3D graphic of the terminal. So this is the pictorial view. Okay, it's in isometric, and here's the here's a 3D graphic of it. We have a look. Draw an elevation in the direction of arrow A. So we have to draw what we see looking in from arrow A. Project a plan from the elevation. Project an end view in the direction of arrow B. So remember, you're looking, arrow B here is if you were standing at arrow A, arrow B would be on your left. So if you look from the left, you draw it on the right. So project an end view or an end elevation in the direction of arrow B and determine the true shape of surface S, which we'll do in a short while. Okay, so here we have a 3D model of it. Okay, we've done out. Right, so when I look in from A, I'm going to see the gold here, the green appears as a line, the blue face appears as a line, and so on and so forth. So I'm going to get cracking here on it. So I am. Now, the length of it is 145, the length is 145, the height of it is 1445 is 85, okay, plus 40 is 125, plus 12 is 137. So I'm going to go down 5 mil from the top of my page, and I'm going to draw a line that's 137 long. So I'm going down from the top of my page and close to the edge here, and I'm going to draw a line that's 137 long. Alright, so I'll move the visualizer here and zoom in. Okay, so there we have our light line that's 137 long drawn. Right, now the line across is 145. Oh, shucks. So there we've the outline done. So the dimensions along the bottom are 55, 45 and 45. I will do light vertical lines. So I got 55, 45, 45, and just if you're in any doubt, so that is what the finished elevation, end elevation looks like, and there's the finished plan there. Right, the dimensions going vertically are 40, 45 and 12. Alright, so 40, 45 and 12. There's our light lines done across. I'll square up the visualizer. Now, so this line is heavy for 90 mils, so I can heavy that line there. Alright. So there we have it, heavy. Right, so I'm going to attack this shape here. So it's radius 18 from its center line. So I'm going to go 18 either side of it. And then up at the top, it's radius 30. So up on the top, I'm going to go 30 to the left and 30 to the right. Sorry there, I don't quite know. Now we're making progress. So 30 to the left and 30 to the right. So we can heavy this line up to here and this line up to here. And now we can join these together. So I got the center line there, and I went 30 to the left and 30 to the right of the center line. So this center line here is in 45 from the right hand side. Now, I can heavy there, and I can heavy here. This radius here is 18, so it's 18 millimeters, and I can heavy it until it hits there, until it hits this height line, so 40 above. So I'm going to go 18 left and right. Heavy up here. I can heavy all the way up along the side. I can heavy all the way up here. Now, so I'll zoom that over here. And I'll straighten up the visualizer. Now I'm going to do this surface here. So it's 75 long, and to get the height is a tricky one. And we know this is 78. So I'm going to measure 75 along here. And I'm also going to mark 78. Right, I'm going to draw a light line upwards. Okay, so I measured 75 across there and marked 78. I'm going to get my compass. So this is 78. Put my compass here at the beginning of the line. Swing the 78 arc until it intersects the line, and there's your answer as to where it's heavy. And we can heavy a line down here. Now, the two outstanding problems are this non-circular curve here and this face here, more so these two lines here, because you don't know that distance going across where to start. So what you need is a plan view to solve the problem. So if you get your plan view, you get the point in plan view, its position and elevation lies directly above. So we're going to start our plan view. The width of it is 74. So the width is 74, and there's 24, 32 and 18. So I'm going to draw my XY line. I'm going to drop down 5, line across. I'm going to bring this down, this down, this down, this down, this down. So it's 74 as we said. So we go to our 74, right line across, and I said 24, 32 and 18. So I'm going to mark 24 here from the back. Now I'll move the video on it. So that was 74 down. You see the way I dropped the lines down and set out 74 there. So I said, what you call it, 24, light line across, and there's 18 left here. Okay, now it's a case of finding this point in plan and this point in plan. If you join them together, alright, where this line hits them, that's a point view of this line here in plan. So I'm going to this is my 55 here, and this is the 24 down. So I'll join them together, and where they intersect, that point there is a point view of this line here in plan. It's a point view of that 3D line in plan. So I can heavy this here, and what I can do is bring this point straight up to elevation. So I'm going to draw it straight up, and now I'm going to move the camera up here. So where it intersects here, okay, it's relevant height of 40 up. I can now join that back to there, because that's 55 in from the left. So I'll join that together, and I'll drop it down. Right, and now I'm going to attack the that's most of the elevation done. We still have to complete this portion here in elevation, which we're going to do our end elevation first before we get on to that. So right now I'm going to just finish off my plan. Okay, so I'm going to do the circles in plan. So I'm going to find my center line. So this is going to be a semicircle. This is in 18, so it's there's a radius 18 in from this edge here. So I'm going in 18, which is there. So I have a radius 30 and a radius 18 to draw. So here I'm drawing the radius 18, and this one is hidden detail. So I'll draw lightly first. the hidden detail. So there's my hidden detail done on the radius 18, and now we have a radius or a diameter of 36 and a diameter 36 on our sheet. Right, and the next one is radius 30, which is all heavy. So mark radius 30 and a heavy line here. So there we go. Now you can put this in as heavy to here, then hidden detail. Heavy there. Then once I've that done, we're going to attack this little step. It's width 15. So I went all the way above to elevation and took the point down from elevation here, lightly down, plan, and then I measured. Oh shucks, my bad, I'm going to, where's my rubber? I apologise about that, I get tired. Sorry, I shouldn't have heavy this line. Okay, there's only some of that needs to be heavy. I do apologise about that. So it should have been heavy there. Okay, over to there. And heavy down as I was talking about. Here. Now we're going to attack the end elevation. Remember, it's two. So we're going to attack drawn in from arrow B. So we have to draw it on the right of our elevation. Now remember, if you have a point in two views, it can always be found in a third. So I'm going to do my 45-degree line. And I'm going to bring all the points here from the plan across until they hit the 45-degree line, and then I'm going to bring them up. So any apologies about any excess noise. So now bring him straight up. So I brought all the lines straight up. Now I'm going to bring the lines from elevation straight over. Now remember, if you have a point in two views, it can always be found in a third. So this back line here is along this line. And so it is until it reaches this height. Oh, poor visualizer. Now, I want to get this golden face, so when I look in from here. So remember, if you have a point in two views, it can always be found as third. Look, of point number 1 in elevation here, point number 2, or point number 1 in plan rather, there. So I can bring one across and up and one across to match it. So here's number 1, here's number 1 in plan. So go across and up and across here, and that's where number 1 is. Now this is number 2. So here's number 2, here's number 2 in plan, across, up, across here. There's number 2. Well, I went on too far with that little line there, my bad. So I can join 2 to 1. And now I can heavy one down. Right, and I can heavy out to this end here. This is the 18 and right up until number 2. Because the curved vertex is at the same height as number 2. So now I have to do the end elevation of the truncated cones, inverted truncated cones. So I know it's 30 at the top from the center line. So there to there. Right, and then there to there. That's not right. That's not right. Here's my center line. 30. Okay, so it's going out to here, and then the end is perfect there. And then 18 along the bottom, so to here. And I can join them together, and these two together. Now, the last thing I need to do in elevation is get this non-circular curve here. Now, what you need to do is find a view in which the curve appears as a circle, or a portion of the circle. So it appears here as a semicircle, just a half of it. That one there, that portion, and it appears as a line here in end elevation. That's what I need. So I'm going to go to my plan, and I'm going to split my plan into 60, 30. So we're going to call this 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, we need to get those points into end elevation now. Okay. Okay, or I'll call these rather, I'll change them to A, B, C, D, E, F, G to avoid confusion. So A over and up. Here's A slash G. Alright. Then B over to your 45-degree line. Same with C. And D is already done. Right. Bring the points straight up. So this here is B slash F. And now that's D up at the top there. And now we're going to do C slash E. So C up, C across, till it hits the 45-degree line, up. It's there. That's C slash E. Now bring the points from end elevation straight across. And now bring the point from plan straight up. So bring A, B, C, D, E, F, and G up. Right, so this is B. Just match the points, follow them on your sheet. So this is B, C, D, E, F, G. There's A. Right, so freehand sketch them in. Keeping them nice and neat inside the curve. Get up out of your desk if you have to, or untape the sheet. Now, there's the curve done. The next part is to find the true shape of surface S, which you are not too familiar with. Alright, I'll zoom out now. So, find the true shape of surface S. Okay, I haven't done this method with you, of the method of rotations with you rather, but I have done auxiliary switching. Okay, now, we don't have much room on our sheet to do it. Alright, so there is going to be the auxiliary overlapping with here. It wouldn't be too bad on an A2 sheet, you'd have plenty of room. Right, so you need to project from a view in which surface S appears as an edge view. So surface S appears as a line in plan. Okay, so I'm going to project from surface S. So use your sliding set squares or sliding t-squares or set squares. So I'm going to line up my set square. I'm going to just use colour and pencils to do this. You can do it down close on your page if you have room. No worries if you haven't. Now this won't be accurate what I do as I'm using colour and pencils. So I have 3 lines here. They're at 90 degrees to surface S. And my x1, y1 line can be anywhere I want, as long as it's parallel to the edge of the surface. So here's the x1, y1 line. Now, these lines just need to be changed. Or extended rather. So I'm extending them on here. Right, I'm going to just scroll up here and label the surface. So that's 1 and 2. This is going to be 3, 4, and 5. So this is 3. This is what point? Have a go. 4. And this is 1.5. Now, when you look down in plan, how will you see those points? Well, what's this one? 3/4. What's this one? It's 1/5. And this one is 2. Now, so this is an auxiliary elevation we're doing here. We're projecting from the plan just to get the true shape. So there's 4, it's on the x1, y1 line. Now to get 3, you put your compass on the xy line, bring it up to 3, lift your compass, find 3 in plan, follow it to the x1, y1 line, and mark it in there on its projection line. That's 3. Same done with number 2, get the height of number 2 in elevation, lift your compass, find 2 in plan, follow it along its projection line to the x1, y1 line, mark it in, and the same with number 1. On your xy line, lift, find 1 in plan, follow it along to the x1, y1 line, mark it in there. So that's number 1, and this is number 5 in our auxiliary, this is number 2 in our auxiliary, and this is number 1. So I'm going to join 1 to 2, 2 to 1, 1 to 5, and 5 to 4, and this is the true shape of surface S in the diagram. That's the true shape of surface S. So I've done an auxiliary. I use my sliding set squares to draw my x1, y1 line parallel to the edge of the surface S. Projection lines are at 90 degrees to it. I took my heights from elevation as per in the video. You would probably lose marks if you put your auxiliary overlapping your plan elevation. Probably lose a few presentation marks, but if you're doing an A2 page there for homework, you should have plenty of room. Alright, I hope this question has been helpful. Cheers, thank you, bye bye.